Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He has a perfect record of 4 wins, 0 defeats. He represents Breeze MMA, Luke Ebray. His opponent across the cage. He fights out of the red corner. He has a record of 5 wins, 6 defeats. He represents Intensity MMA, Aaron Bolton. Your referee in charge, Mr. Harvey Harrow.
Well, we continue on with the amateur title bouts. This an amateur lightweight title bout. Aaron Bolton is fighting out of the red corner. He's in the black 411 trimmed with white and red. And Luke Ebray, the undefeated Breeze MMA man, is in the green RDX.
Straight on that single leg is Luke Ebray. I think we've was giving away the game plan early on.
Yeah,
he wants to wrestle.
You know, 4-0. Ebray debuted GTFP 26, September 7th. And he's had
6 months ago.
6 months ago, and has amassed a 4-0 record in that time.
Absolutely crazy, and now fighting for a title, and that's how talented this young man is.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Bolton, you know, 12-fight amateur vet, IMMAF vet, and he also made his debut here at Golden Ticket, but in 2019.
Yeah, slightly more experience for Aaron Bolton, it's safe to say, but Luke Ebray, every time that we've seen him, he looks calm and composed.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
He looks like he's been doing this a lot longer than 6 months.
He absolutely does.
And he's chasing the neck early on.
He is.
Be interested to see if he, I was going to say if he jumps the guillotine, but decides not to.
And yeah, I think we are definitely seeing what he feels is the most direct route to success from Luke Ebray here.
Yeah, looking for that single leg.
But Bolton though sprawling out.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. He's Bolton.
Oh, he's gonna be able to turn his man.
Ebray is just clinging on to those legs for dear life.
Yeah, and now not clinging on to very much a bit. I say not clinging on to very much at all, but he just stays attached.
Yeah, just sticking to Aaron Bolton like glue at the moment.
And again,
locks up those legs.
Makes it so much more difficult for Bolton to get a base. But
yeah, Bolton looking
side
to sweep
control
there.
here. Then is he going to step up? No, steps in the half guard. And then when he gets the opportunity, he chips away. But just a smothering round from the Breeze MMA prospect here.
Yeah, and every time that Aaron Bolton looks like he's going to get back to his feet, Ebray just says, nope.
Yep.
Not right now.
And how frustrating is this for Bolton? 2.5 minutes of wearing Luke Ebray like a vest.
Yeah, and it's he's got to remember this is a 5-round fight. It's when you get frustrated, in those little moments you get frustrated, that's when you make the mistakes, because you think, come on, let's get this guy off me now. And that's when you can, leave yourself vulnerable to the submission attempts. But here we go, nice job from Bolton in defending the takedown and landing some hammer fists himself. But he's got 4 more rounds to work, so he may see that as I've seen the best that Luke Ebray can offer.
Although I'm going to suggest Luke Ebray is going to follow this particular game plan.
I think you're absolutely right. I think he sees the wrestling as the path to success here.
Like to see him in those grappling exchanges when he's got a little bit more, when he has that control, just look to land a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Ebray finish his opponents via ground and pound and TKO in the first round previously, but yeah, he just looked like he was a little bit more, just holding it back a little bit more in this first round here against Aaron Bolton. Maybe it's because he didn't want to give up the position.
Yeah.
Obviously with such high stakes in this fight, but I think he'll be happy with that first round, and I think he'll die for a takedown straight away again in the second round.
Bolton pushing forward, trying to hold the center of the cage. Ebray, constant movement.
Yeah, back and forth, just nice and light on those feet.
Goes high. Bolton well out of range. Ooh!
Yeah, you've got to be careful shooting him from that distance. Got to set up those takedowns as Ebray. Like now.
There you go.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. Can Aaron Bolton defend it? Doing the right thing. He's initially had the forearm underneath the chin and lifting that head up of Luke Ebray, but as soon as he let that go, Ebray turned the corner and gets the takedown again.
And if it's anything like round one.
Ooh, steps over into mount there as well.
Setting the head on.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, now he's going to give up his back, and
no hooks or anything in at the moment, though. Ebray's going to have to drag him down. One hook in.
Yeah, looking for the body triangle.
Not yet.
Bolton doing a good job.
Oh, nice. Onto the back.
Yeah, he's got flat out locked in. Rain down some shots now, which is exactly what he does.
And then as soon as Bolton gets to the knees, the hooks are in and he's on the back again. Minute and a half to work. He's got a lot of time to work. They're still going to be fairly dry.
Yeah, he's looking to cinch up that rear naked choke, and he's getting closer to it now. He's looking brave, but he gives it up, and it's a real bad spot here for Bolton.
But he manages to. Ebray slips off the back. So Bolton. I thought Bolton was going to be able to try and get against the cage and work his way up, but Ebray stands so busy. Yeah, the corner. Here, Tom Breeze asking for him to get the hooks in.
Yeah, so every time that Aaron Bolton gets to his knees like that, he just gets those hooks in again and just drags him back to the canvas. This is super frustrating for Aaron Bolton, but for Luke Ebray, it's exactly what he wants to be doing. And he's doing a really nice job there of lifting up the chin and able to slide the forearm underneath.
And look, I mean, looking over to his corner, listen, He's changed the grip.
Yeah, but Bolton doing a really good job. He's showing every bit of his experience in this fight so far to defend these submission attempts.
You know, if you don't get many 10-8 rounds in amateur MMA, hasn't this round been entirely?
It's
entirely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
almost entirely Ebray attacking the neck on the back. He's I think he.
Maybe just not enough. Oh, well, I was going to say maybe just not enough damage for the 10-8, but certainly in terms of control. And he was looking to try and feed. He was looking for submission. Bolton more than up to it in terms of the defense, though. But
yeah, it's a difficult spot if you're in that Aaron Bolton corner, Coach Dan Cassell. Because obviously you're saying to him, man, you've got to avoid the takedowns, but it's a lot easier said than done. You've got to, I think in those situations, you've got to be light on your feet and be able to get in and out quickly with the strikes. Just throw those straight shots. You don't want to throw anything looping, anything where you're going to overly close the distance and overextend yourself into the body lock or anything like that. But it's always in the back of your mind then when you know you've been taken down a lot through the first 2 rounds and you've had those kind of, you've been almost blanketed by
we've also
your opponent.
We've also seen that Ebray's not afraid to shoot from quite a long way out.
Evidence.
Start showing the knee up the middle.
Yeah.
But again, Aaron Bolton's going to have to figure this puzzle out and quickly, because if the fight continues to follow this trajectory, Luke Ebray is going to move to 5-0.
Yeah, it's just been smothering so far from Luke Ebray.
Side control, crucifix.
Crucifix, it's a horrible position to be in.
And I love the fact chipping away, chipping away, chipping away.
Ooh, knees to the body for you there as well, Steve.
Thank you ever so much. Oh, he's going to try and step over.
Yeah, step over for the Kimura perhaps, but Aaron Bolton's defending it well. But literally, he just doesn't get a second to breathe, does he? As soon as he gets out of one position, he's going to find himself a little too high.
Right to high here.
That opens up the armbar, though, sometimes.
Can Bolton sneak out the back door?
Ebray
he might. But Ebray readjust. Look at that. Uses the ankle. Turns his man again.
Yeah, just so quick to readjust these positions. Ooh, and that's a strike to the back of the head. Ooh, point straight away there for the strike to the back of the head.
Ooh.
Not even a warning for Luke Ebray.
Well, I guess
that was deemed intentional. Let's see if we can see it again. Obviously, he controls the ankle there to get the takedown again, and
I mean,
to the back of the head.
You're responsible for the shots that you throw.
Yeah, straight to the back of the head. That was.
Now we'll see it if this has any effect on the composure of Ebray, whether he gets frustrated, whether he... Bolton's up, can take up to 5.
Yeah, he's good to go.
Referees told him very clearly, don't do it again. But we've already had, the point's already been taken. Do you take a second? Do you go to the disqualification if it happens again?
Oh, nice work there from Aaron Bolton defending that takedown. That's the first he's really successfully defended this fight, and gave him a chance to get a couple of knees at the middle, but once again Ebray just jumped straight back on him. And now he's looking to wrap up the neck.
The grappling game is definitely what the Breeze MMA prospect is going to rely on here. And again, looking to try and slip onto the big knee to the body. Another big knee to the body. Bolton, though, trying to get to his feet. Gets up. Can he get that nice wide base? Yes, he's...
Yeah, nice job initially, but Ebray just keeps going.
It's not the first, it's not the second, it's the third or the fourth. He just keeps chaining the takedowns together.
Yeah, I can't see the many people lining up to be wanting to fight Luke Ebray, because he's an absolute nightmare to face with this kind of smothering style and just...
Yeah, it's just so
it's like,
happy.
Yeah, he just drags you to hell every single minute of every single round. He's just all over you, smothering.
But that's at best a 9-9 round.
Well, yeah, it's a 9-9 round now, so...
29-27 after 3, we figure. A little bit more animated in the corner of Aaron Bolton. I think they want him to open up a little bit with the hands. But it's so hard to set when you've got Luke Ebray just essentially walking into your face going, yeah,
I'll take you down. Yeah, I mean, Luke Ebray's just smiling in his corner there. He looks like he's barely broken a sweat, and
just got to be careful of his shot selection over the next few rounds.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Aaron Bolton, it's really difficult, because every time that you just slightly overextend on a strike, you get taken down, and you've got to keep moving, keep getting off that centre line, because when you're on that centre line, that's what gives your opponent the opportunity to shoot for the takedown. And there you go, nice job there for Aaron Bolton defending the takedown. Oh, and head kick lands as well, but it gets caught, and this is going to end in another takedown.
Here we go.
And that's what's the frustrating thing.
Aaron Bolton now has to do something he hasn't been able to do for 3 rounds, and that's stand up.
Yeah, and he's looking here for a submission, but Ebray's wise to it and just steps over into side control. But yeah, even when Aaron Bolton has some success, it quickly evaporates when Ebray caught that kick and then takes him straight back down.
It's time to it's time to get back to your feet. There's nothing easy for me to say. Easier said than done. But you're not winning the fight down here. And this will put you 4 rounds in the hole. Well, 3 rounds in the hole and a draw round, perhaps. I mean, relentless grappling pressure. Cardio for days.
Yeah, I mean, he looked, as I said, he barely looked like he was breathing heavy in between rounds as well. It looked like he was just
kneeling on the chin and
making
face.
That's just uncomfortable. That's a veteran move that Tom Breeze himself would be proud of.
Yeah.
And Ebray's only been competing for 6 months.
Again, was in north and south, spins round again to side control. But this is where you want to see him doing something, looking for something. And right now, he's keeping himself safe. Not going to take any damage here. Eating seconds off the clock.
Yeah, Aaron's got to try and turn into him and
Catch.
get a little bit of room himself, but Ebray, nice little ground and pound strike lands there. I mean, Aaron's got to the point now where he's kind of fighting back off his back with the shots, which is usually a sign of frustration. I can't get back to my feet, so I'm just going to strike from the bottom, which...
And again, back into side control. Knee on belly. Is he going to slice over? Good work.
Great work
from Bolton.
Great work
just that
from
little
Bolton again.
Just that little adjustment, and again, Ebray looking knee on belly. And again, a lovely little hip bump. Like, Bolton's doing everything in his power to keep himself safe.
Yeah, defensively he's been sound. I mean, he hasn't really been threatened too much with like the submissions or anything like that. He's defended them well whenever the Ebray has threatened with the sub, but he just isn't able to get out of these swarming, horrible positions. And he's got the mounted choke momentarily then, and a nice job again from Aaron Bolton to bump him off, and I think there's a little bump ahead there at the end of the round as well.
Yeah, Ebray don't look too bothered by it. Well.
Yeah, you've got to go...
it's got to be Bolton now has to get a finish.
Yeah, you've got to throw the kitchen sink now to Aaron Bolton and just go for broke.
And if you're Luke Ebray, it's just more of the same.
Yeah, if he gets a takedown again in this 5th round, it looks like it's as good as over.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Again, is Ebray again? Has he taken a deep breath yet? Is that a couple of deep? No, he's having a chat. I thought he was taking deep breaths there.
I mean, fair play to Aaron Bolton as well. I mean, his cardio's held up really well. No signs of him breaking down. He looks as good as he did in the 1st round, pretty much.
I mean, he shot that single from last week.
Yeah, straight in there with the single. But it's this chain wrestling that does it. He couldn't take him down with the single leg, so he goes for the double, presses him up against the fence. He's going to turn the corner now.
And
there he gets the takedown again. And it's really good. Just the way that he puts those wrestling combinations, that chain wrestling together is, it's just really impressive for Luke Ebray. And he's going to be absolutely horrible for anybody to face as well.
Jeez Louise.
And there's a reason why he's undefeated so far in his career.
And it looks like he's going to stay that way.
Yeah, jumps over into mount. He'd really like to get a finish on his record, I imagine, as well in this title fight, 5th and final round.
Yeah, he's got to be careful of the shot selection now again, doesn't he? Oh,
flattened out now. This is a dangerous position. Yeah, doesn't want to hit the back of the head again. Imagine getting DQ'd right.
Could you imagine?
5th round.
Still chasing that rear naked choke. I think Bolton probably will end up surviving.
Yeah, I mean, defensively he's been sound in these when Ebray has looked to threaten with the submissions. But it's just a case of just not being able to get back to his feet and flattened out again. Here is Aaron Bolton.
Like, people are going to watch. People are going to watch this fight, and who's going to want to mess with that?
I mean,
you're going to have to be so Oh,
letting
now
go
he's
now.
letting
Luke
go. We
Ebray.
could see a finish here.
Heavy ground and pound. Aaron Bolton tucking that head in, trying to avoid the strikes.
Trying to get back to his feet as Bolton. No quit at all in the intensity, man. But
yeah, and Ebray just pummeling away again.
Again, how frustrating must that be? And I gotta be honest, I love the fact that Ebray doesn't just lay and pray. When he sees an opportunity to take shots, whether they're legal or not, he's gonna take them.
Yeah, especially he's opened up a lot more with the ground and pound in this 5th and final round as well. I think he really wants that finish. But Aaron Bolton is one tough cookie.
Knees to the body, knees to the thigh. 25 seconds. And Aaron Bolton is going to have to explode and do something.
Yeah, he needs a huge moment in the last 15 seconds. I don't think we're going to see it, Steve.
I don't think so.
But he's back to his feet, fair play to him, but goes. Is he going to go back down one more time?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
because that is where Luke Ebray wants him. I mean, 15 hard-fought minutes, and there's no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt, even with the point deduction.
I don't think we need to wonder who's going to have their hand raised at the end of that fight, but Aaron Bolton,
I mean,
looks exhausted, but
he's hardly breathing heavy now.
Yeah, big smiles from Luke Ebray.
He's got to know. Coaches have got to know.
Yeah, just so dominant with that wrestling. That was just phenomenal. I can't remember the last time actually that I saw somebody here in UK MMA, amateur UK MMA, as
I can. And this is high praise indeed. Last time I saw a young man control someone with wrestling.
You're going to come up with here.
A little bit younger.
Mohamed Makayev. I knew what name was coming out, but it was very similar.
That was similar. I mean, the way he apparently looked like he could ragdoll grown men around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly what Makayev used to do as that junior. Incredible wrestling that he used, just like Luke Ebray. 5-0.
What a performance.
And as you've said, who's going to want a piece of that? Who wants to engage in that kind of fight?
Yeah, I don't think there'll be many people lining up.
Oh, please, can I have 15 minutes of grueling battle? Thank you very much. Oh, the corners are entering the cage. I'm fairly sure that Jamie Perry, our MC, will be closely behind them. And I'm fairly confident in saying that our new champion is going to be coming out of the blue corner. So with no further ado, let's turn this over to Jamie Perry, and we will make this result official.
After 5 rounds of action, your judges score this contest as a unanimous decision for your winner and still undefeated and the new GTFP lightweight champion, Luke Ebray.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by your winner and new lightweight champion, Luke Ebray. Luke, that was an absolutely phenomenal performance. Dominated with your wrestling. Tell us how you're feeling.
Feeling extremely happy that I got this belt and took minimal damage, so double win.
Now, you've had what is it, 4 or 5 fights now in 6 months. You've won the belt. You made an absolutely phenomenal start to your amateur career. Tell us what's next for you.
I'm going to be collecting a few more belts, and also wherever my coach takes me as well. We'll just keep fighting and seeing how far I can take this sport.
Well, it was a phenomenal performance, and myself and Steve in the commentary booth liken your wrestling to a young Mohamed Makayev. You were just chaining those wrestling takedowns. Was that a game plan coming into this? Did you know that you'd have the wrestling advantage over him?
To be honest, no, I didn't. I was just up for whatever. Like, if he wanted to strike, I'll strike. I don't mind. But I decided to wrestle this time.
Well, it was a phenomenal performance. Absolutely fantastic victory. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner one more time, Luke Ebray.